Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome back. It was a bit of a heated day yesterday, and if you didn't catch the space, I have no doubt that you've caught wind of it by now. I'm not here to give my opinion on anything this morning. I'm not here to speak to you about any new projects. I'm not here to provide you with any awesome burns that have happened. This morning's video is about unity. And, I started Happy Catty Crypto because there was a lack of unity. There was a lot of arguing, he said, she said, and there wasn't much of anything happening positive for the movement. It was just kind of this coin that was dumped by Duquan and the TFL team and left for somebody else to pick up the pieces, and as to which Terra Rebels did come forward and they did pick up those pieces. And we can't sit there and think to ourselves we could have done things better, because we probably could have. Everyone was here on their own free will, and we're all in this together, and I see valuable points in that space. And I totally get it from both sides of the ballpark. They want transparency. They want a better system in place. They want all these different things to happen. They were talking about some holocracy system. And, we have governance for this. We have governance for the sheer fact that anybody can make change, in a sense. If you want a holocracy to be implemented and incorporated, you need to write that out on an Agora text and propose it, so the rest of us can vote on it and let you know what we think. And I'm all for change. I absolutely believe that change is all part of moving forward. We can't always remain the same, but I just want us all to kind of remember we're all in this because we all want one thing, and that's Lunc to be number one, not number two, not number three, not number four, number one. It's what we all want. And like I said, we could have done things better, and decisions were made on the minute a lot of the time back then. And no one at Terra Rebels, as far as I'm aware, is legally obliged to continue the work that they've provided, because they've provided it off of their own backs. And yeah, there's probably people out there that have got, the skills to be hired to do this. But, back then it was never ever put forward. And like I said, I'm all for change. And I believe this is why we have governance. This is why we have proposals, community spends. And we are all in this together, and we shouldn't turn on one another. We should all be able to have a point of view without being worried about explaining your point of view, so to speak. And I just know there's going to be quite a lot of uproar about that space in general, and that's why I wanted to do this video specifically this morning, just to speak to you guys, to let you know, regardless of what anybody says about me, I'm here for this community. We created the Lunc Penguins website for the simple fact that the community needed a point of call, and we took that upon ourselves to do it. I've never asked for anything for anyone, and I've burnt my own money. I think it amounts to like over £7,000 worth of Lunar Classic, and I done that because I wanted to support this community. And I started HCC on YouTube to help educate people and help inform people of the current status, because not everybody browses social media like some of us. Some of us go to YouTube just for direct updates. So I'm just here to help. So I've decided that once we launch the node and it comes time to vote on any whitelisted proposals, it's not going to be down to me. It's going to be down to the HCC community, and it will be a poll put out on Twitter, a poll put out in the Telegram group, and then we'll tally those in at the end, add them up, and the community will have made that decision for our node. And someone asked me a really viable question today is, what are your plans for the node? And I it's such a good question, and it's really my key goal is to make Lunc #1, just like the rest of us. Provide help where we can, burn the supply down, onboard projects, provide LCDM points for projects if we can help do that, and take the stress off of the Terra Rebels team, and just help give back to the community that carries us. Help launch projects and provide staking on one of those projects we're launching ourselves. And like I said, we're all in this together. And I've realized recently that, a lot of us have been here from the beginning, and even Lunatic's token have been here from the beginning, and they're still here fighting the good fight because they're driving towards Lunc being great again. If that means that their coin's going to get carried with it, so be it. It gets carried with it. They've done their duty, they've done their job, so to speak, and they're continuing to provide. And I think it all got a little bit out of hand in the Twitter space. I think it could have all been done a little bit better, but at the same time, I guess people need to vent themselves. And I support all points that were raised inside that space. I just believe that the way to go about it now is through governance proposals, Agora texts, and possibly YouTube videos if they need to, and explain to people why they want change, and go through the proper route. I mean, look at what Akajuro did. He wanted a tax rate lowering. He went out of his way to get it all done, and he done it correctly, and he got what he wanted. And that's decentralization for you. In essence, each validator runs the blockchain. Here's me, look, I'm not going to be speaking about anything. Can't help myself, can I? In essence, each validator out of these 83 active validators run the blockchain. Without these guys and girls, whoever they may be, the blockchain just wouldn't run. And the less we have, the less secure we are. The more centralized the voting power becomes, the more dangerous it is on votes. As you saw when all nodes voted, and KuCoin really helped push that one through, so to speak. But like I said, in essence, they run the blockchain. Terra Rebels don't even have the canonical repository yet, and they've actually refused getting it anytime soon. And they still need to get, pull requests from TFL. But at the same time, if you want to change something or add and contribute to what Terra Rebels are doing, jump on GitHub and put a pull request up. It's as simple as that. If you want change, make change. And I'm all up for change. And I just don't want any enemies. I didn't join this space to gain enemies in the exact same movement that we're all fighting for. It's like weird. It's like, it's like signing up to like the armed forces and then all of a sudden getting friendly fired or something like that. We're all on the same team. I don't want, and I have no issues with anyone, and I don't hold any grudges against anyone. I've learnt, it just doesn't, you can't fight fire with fire. And I believe we all need to just remember that, our past doesn't dictate our future, and we can make change. This community has made change countless times, and it can be made again. You just need to follow it through governance proposals. It's pretty simple. So guys, have a really nice day. And I'm going to be holding I haven't put out the rota yet, but I've come up with basically a rota as to which I do one Twitter space a week, one podcast episode a week, and one live stream a week mixed in with all the content. My Twitter space is going to be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Going to set it up tomorrow and put the alerts out. So it's going to be for an hour, or if I need to run longer. And it's literally just for the community to ask questions if they want. People can come up and talk, and we can all just have a good time and just answer questions and help educate people, I guess, and not look into things too deeply. And I personally think that everything's going really well, and with this tax reduction, I think things are going to go even greater. It can be seen as a bad thing, but we'll do a video explaining why it possibly could lead to more coins being burnt than with a 1.2%. And my lead dev put out a really good Medium article explaining exactly why the 1.2% needed changing. So really good Medium article. If I can find it tonight, I will put it in the description for this YouTube video. But guys, like I said, have a really nice Tuesday wherever you are, and just stay safe out there. And that's good, you know. Catch you in the next one from Humble HCC. I just don't want to see us all, you know, start tearing each other apart. This community is not like that. We're smarter than this to not get stuck in a motion of just not making change, but just talking about change. But yeah, have a really good day, guys, honestly, and I will catch you in the next one. Sure.